Hi there, welcome to another of my reviews of Tai Lopez's 67 Steps. This one is step number 13, called The Amish Vacation, Tap Dancing to Work and Avoiding What You Love. How to set up your life so that your work is your vacation. So, let's get right down to the focus of this one. And this is, have you structured your life as a vacation mentality or a kind of love of work mentality, for want of a better word? I don't know. He actually puts a better thing on it. And so he starts out when he's talking about this time, this kind of apocryphal time, perhaps, when Tai went to live with the Amish when he was, I guess, in his early 20s. At this, when he was there, he had a talk with one of the old Amish guys, and he asked him when he'd been on vacation, and blah, 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 and the guy hadn't been on vacation. And the reason is that the Amish, they don't normally take vacations, and this is because they lead this kind of integrated life, one of the reasons. And, they have Sunday, which is their day of rest, to a lesser extent Saturday, and they're happy. They have significantly less instance of depression compared to the general population. And why is this? Because it's an integrated life, like I say. They have some downtime, Sundays, but other than that, everything is built in together. Life, work, all these things are integrated. And as Tai says, there's no end game to vacation. Why are you working on a vacation mentality? In Europe, I lived in Europe for quite some time. In Europe, we are lucky to have a long period of paid vacation, but which I rarely took, certainly not in one block. And so what's that? Why is that better? I mean, so you have 7 happy weeks out of your 12 months. So you still have a long period of unhappiness if your work makes you unhappy. And there's this Picasso quote about never permit a dichotomy to rule your life, a dichotomy in which you hate what you do so you can have pleasure in your spare time. Look for a situation in which your work will give you as much happiness as your spare time. That's from Picasso. Now, a lot of people misinterpret that to say, you should do what you love. And that's not actually what Tai is suggesting here. And later on, it gets restructured to say, no, don't do what you lust after. Do what you like. And because I know from experience, I was a musician for a long time, that the joy, of this lustful thing, well, first of all, it'll wear off. And second of all, it'll be beaten to death by the process of working. So, anybody who says, do what you love, don't pay any attention to them. Life's much more nuanced and complicated than that. You should work at something that constantly excites you. You should want to get out of bed every day and get down to work. And you set the time frame. That's why aren't you doing that? So set the right time frame, 18 months. To follow up on Drucker and Tai's earlier examples. Not everybody has to be an entrepreneur. You can take a salary. You can still be a salaried employee, but you can make tweaks. You can even stay in the same company. You can make tweaks. So, just don't sit around and wait for the future or wait for luck to fall in, because luck is rarely ever kind of what luck, it's who you meet. And a lot of this also, Tai talks about avoiding entrepreneur books. A lot of them say to be opportunistic, and that is a flash in the pan. Incredibly, there's a flight school, so I'm very sorry about that. Anyway, avoid these flash in the pan things. Pursue things that fall within your Eulerian destiny that we talked about in another step. And there's no tragedy in missing out on something else. You didn't do WhatsApp, it doesn't matter. You didn't make Twitter, it doesn't matter. You didn't start Amazon, it doesn't matter. You need to not miss out on opportunities that are right for you. And so find your Eulerian destiny, look for work that falls within that, and do that work, and do that work a lot. Thousands of hours, This 4-hour work week, what people take from the 4-hour work week is fundamentally flawed, You can't just spend 4 hours on something and be good at it. So, have a non-vacation mentality. Have a tap dancing to work mentality. In other words, love your work, what's good for you, what's best for your makeup. And don't follow your lust, follow your like. Those are the 3 takeaways. And his questions were, have you been vacation minded? And in the last month or 2, have you felt excited to get out of bed and go to work? And are you in danger of pursuing something that you lust after? Time moves forward. You can't go back. So don't waste time. And that was that. That was step number 13. This mentality of following up on the Eulerian destiny and following up on your work. So I hope you're enjoying these summaries. Like I always say at the end of them, these are done for me so I can kind of cement in the lessons that I'm learning through this course, which I think are very valuable. So perhaps we'll see you again. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Wherever that is, over there, I'm not sure. Wherever it is, subscribe and you can see more of them. All right, from me, underneath the flight school, we'll talk to you later.